Hello everybody, and welcome to a weekly message from Jesus. Once again, I'm Barry Strohm, and I'm here to channel a message from our Lord. So without any delay, Father, I'm ready if you are. Hello everyone, I am here once again to speak to you. Every week I tell you that life as a human is very difficult. Today I'm going to talk about hardships. I know that many of you are suffering. I know that many of you are having problems making ends meet. And I know that many of you are having physical problems. These are all things that have been included in life plans. When you live the life of a human, you know that it is going to be very, very difficult for you. Your soul is aware of this before you come back. Your guide helps you put together a life plan that shows you exactly what needs to be learned for the time that you will spend as a human. Also keep in mind that humans have very short life plans. That is because there are many hardships in a human life. It is not easy for anyone to live the life of a human. You must have many things put in front of you. I give you free will. So you will face things like greed, you will face things like anger, passion. There are many things that you face as a human. These are all hardships. These are intentional. What I want is for your soul to address all of these problems, solve them, and solve them in a manner that you follow my teachings. My teachings, as you know, and I tell you every week, are very simple. I speak of love. I speak of love for your own self. I speak of love that you show to others. And I speak of all the things that you need to do to live a good life. Many of you are ignoring my messages. I know that. I see all that happens. Even though you can find it very hard to believe, I'm basically everywhere. Your guides look at your lives. They try to tell you what is right, what is wrong. And many of you ignore that. Many of you have no understanding of what truly lies ahead for you. There are many of you that fear death. That is because you have doubts about my existence. If you understand that I truly exist, then you should have no fear of death. I have Barry speak to you each week about what will happen when you pass and when you return home to the realms of my heaven. My heaven is a glorious place, and you want to advance in them. The better you are here, the better you will do in heaven. The worse you are here, the worse you will also do in heaven. The lower realms are not nearly as nice as it is as you progress towards the highest realm. To progress, all you have to do is live a good life. Face the hardships that I give you. Face the hardships that you've given yourselves. Much of the suffering that you are going through is part of your life plan. You laid this out, you understood what it was, and you knew when you came in as a human that these were problems that you would have to face. You had a choice in heaven. You could have gone to one of the other civilized planets. You could have lived relatively easy lives. But if you did that, you also knew that there would be no hardships to face, and because of that, you would not have the opportunity to advance when you returned. The opportunity to advance in the realms is a great thing. It can only happen if you face the hardships of life. This planet is new. The humans have only walked the earth for several 100,000 years. There are other planets that I put life upon where civilization has existed for millions of years. Those planets are incredibly advanced. You humans think you are learning a lot, but you have so much more to learn. Every time that you have a problem or a hardship, think about the reason for it. The reason is that you're supposed to solve it by following my words. What could be more simple? And my words are very simple. I know you think that I repeat myself a lot, but my message is so simple, there's not really a whole lot more to say. I want you to live a good life. I want you to show love. I want you to love that love to others. I want you to love yourself. And I want you to show charity. I want you to help others. I want you to do many things, all of which will lead to a better life. There are many on your planet now that have chosen not to follow my words. There are many very powerful people that do not want any part of my teachings. They want personal wealth, they want personal power, they want personal greed. All of these things will count against them when they return back. They think that these few years that they live as a human is all there is, and they will do as much as they can to seek all of the comfort, all of the wealth, all of the power, all of the things that they will be judged for when they return. When they realize what they have done, they will truly understand that the actions of that human life was very significant in how the long life their soul has in heaven is affected by it. All I want you to do is follow my teachings. I want you to understand what I have established for you. I have created all of the hardships that you are suffering. There is sickness. There is poverty. There's many hardships. But if you follow my teachings, you can conquer every one of them. You must remember that truly what counts is the life of your soul in the realms of my heaven. I keep telling you that a human life is incredibly short. Those of you that do not understand me or do not believe in me think that a human life is all there is. Why would you think I would send a soul back for such a short period of time if there was nothing in the future for that soul? It is not even logical to think that you humans are the only life types that exist in our galaxy. On a dark night, look at the stars. There are billions of them out there. How could it be that you humans are the only ones that exist in this wonderful, wonderful universe that has been created? I want you to follow my simple messages. I can almost sum up my teachings in one word: love. Love is the answer. You have heard it in songs, you've heard me speak of it. I mean, even if you feel in your heart love, you know what it is. I want you to love me. I want you to love others, and I want you to love yourself. What could be more simple? Your life is very short. It is very difficult. It is filled with hardships, and it is filled with decisions that you will make that will affect your future in heaven. I wish that I could help you with those decisions, but I gave you free will. If I step in and make those decisions for you, then that is not a test any longer. Human life is a test. Think of it like that. You can pass the test or you can flunk the test. It's your choice. And you don't even have to study hard for this test. All you have to do is listen to my words. Many people out there want to follow my words, but do not know how to truly do it. It is very simple. Be kind to others. Say good morning. How are you? How are you feeling today? Call people that are lonely. When you see that homeless person, ask them what you can do to help them. Many of the homeless feel that nobody cares about them. Many of your governments have ignored them. They do not know how to handle those individuals. Those individuals are facing hardships that are more difficult than the ones that are not homeless are facing. Try to help them. Homelessness is a problem that must be faced. It is tearing apart your inner cities. What everyone can do is step back, ask yourself what you can do to help others. It doesn't have to be a total lifetime commitment. Take 15 minutes out of your day and do something to help another person. Then on another day, take more time. You will find there is great satisfaction to helping others. So as you face these hardships of life, remember what they are intended to be. They are tests for your soul. That's all they are. There will be a time in the very near future when you pass and all those hardships will be behind you. When you come home, you will face a wonderful place. Heaven is what is better than I can ever describe. When Barry speaks to the spirits, they all tell you that it's indescribable. It cannot possibly be described by the human mind. Only the soul energy can understand the true beauty and the true miracle of heaven. So once again, I want you to focus on the hardships in your life. Do not think of them as something that is destroying you. Think of them as challenges that have to be faced. They are part of the concept of free will. You have the free will to solve your hardships, or you have the free will to not. Face them, and face them using my preachings. Know that love is always the answer. Know that kindness, charity, all the good things that you can show to others is the answer to solving these hardships. While you may be in physical pain, you may have a wonderful mental feeling in spite of that pain. I know that it is difficult for you. I know everything. I know that hardships are the key to you returning home and advancing in my realms. So once again, I'm going to leave you. I'll be back next week. I bless all of you that are listening. Please pay attention to my words, because there will be a time of your passing, and how you listened and followed my teachings will be the most important thing that your soul has faced in this human lifetime. So goodbye, thank you, and I will speak again with you next week. Thank you once again, Father. Another very strong message. I'm Barry Strohm. I am doing the channeling of the words of our Father, and I will return to you again next week. You can watch us on YouTube, Spotify, Audible, many of the other platforms. Please tell your friends about his messages. It may be the most important thing that you ever do in your lifetime. So I thank you for listening. Goodbye, and we will talk again next week.